Hey guys, good to see you all. You know, it's February, and in February we honor President Lincoln. But did you know that before being president, he ran a steakhouse?
Really? Yummy.
It wasn't very successful because he had abolished savory. I know. And I have to ask, do you know what a pirate's least favorite letter is?
No.
What?
Dear sir or madam, we are writing to inform you of your third copyright violation. And Taebyn.
Hello.
Hi there. You really need to stop carrying your calculator, protractor, and compass around with you because you may be arrested for carrying instruments of math instruction.
Danger.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
That's
I'm not
so
even,
bad.
No, I'm just not. I'm not.
And
just
finally,
not.
although I'm sure this isn't going to be the last bad joke of the episode, I was at Pita Pit the other day, and I bought 8 items. When I got to the car, my hubby asked me if I would go get another, and I said, babe, we don't need another Eero. Oh, well.
I have no idea what just happened there.
Tina Turner. Tina Turner happened.
Let's roll the music.
I don't think we need another hero.
Right.
There you go.
There you go.
We don't need another Eero.
Good boy.
That's because the pitas are called Eeros.
Oh, I actually did get it, and I see what happened. I literally did not. Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have comprehension. Yay!
I didn't even know I did. That is kind of.
6, 7.
Mind is blown right there. That's exciting, actually, in a way.
Well, greetings and Moobarkfluff to all the creatures in the Potiverse. I am Bearly, and you are listening to Barely Furcasting featuring Taebyn, that show that asks the question, huh? Rain, TickTock, Cheetaro, and Ziggy are all sitting patiently by. Moobarkfluff, and how are all of you?
Doing great. Having fun.
Fun
And
fun.
melting.
Doing the fluff.
Yes, it's been warm here, but cold at night. Yes.
Okay. Oh,
Well,
crazy.
you know, it's been very cold here. You know, it's gotten down for those of you in South America. It got to 2 degrees last night.
Whoa. Wow, that is cold.
Ooh.
We haven't been that
Yeah.
cold since last month.
Yeah.
2 degrees C, that is.
Yeah.
Yes. We haven't been that cold since
Yeah.
last month.
I see the
Yeah.
degrees, yes. And of course, fresh back from his recent tour of the Pacific Northwest is that pup we can't live without, Taebyn. How the fluff are you?
Oh. I don't know what that was about, but there it
I
is.
think he sat on his protractor.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, well,
It
barely
was a
you said it
calculated
to get rid
mistake.
of those. So
Yeah. Not your
Um,
amateur tractor.
it's
Right.
It's not very good at what it does yet. It's working on being pro.
Yeah.
Well, I'm good. I've been running around like always. Oh, and time for Jesse for a walk. How you should do about English, and so question for you, Barely. What is the story behind this episode's title?
Just because I think we need world peace, but I didn't want to put world peace on there, so it's world peas.
World peace.
World
It
peas.
is
I
as
understood
good
that.
of a reason as any,
Imagine world
Yep.
peas.
I suppose.
That's
Okay.
a solid pun. 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
9 out of 10. Okay, all right.
It should be put under a tarp, because then it would be a can of peas.
A can of
Oh,
peas.
no.
Yes. Hey, reminder to everybody, as Taebyn mentioned, time for Jesse for a walk and how you should do about English. Those are 2 t-shirts that are available on our store at merchandise at dashery.com. So be sure to go
Yay.
check out bfft.dashery.com and check out what we have. And before we get to the Anthro Northwest recap, sharp-eyed listeners,
Ow.
ouch, will have noticed that our new show cover art. This is a collaboration with our new staff artist, Bunkubus. You can check out their art on their Instagram at www.instagram.com/Bunkubus.
BUNNCUBUS.
EIEIO.
Spelly pun.
Which will be in the show notes. Be sure to check them out and send them some love. Now, let's hear all about ANW, Anthro Northwest.
Well, almost.
Almost?
Because there's a fun fact from Barely.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
There
Is there
is.
the interrobang? You have noticed the interrobang.
I did
put in the
notice.
notes. Yes.
I thought we were
That's good.
keeping this show PG-13.
It is PG-13. Interrobang is actually a legitimate punctuation mark. It's a combination of the question mark and the exclamation point, and it was developed in the 80s, but has not seen widespread
80s.
use until recently, actually.
since you just used it in the show notes. So
I did use it in the show notes, but I have seen it more and more in different things on news feeds and stuff like that. I'm seeing it more and more and more.
I've been using it for ages. I always do that if it's like sort of a weird punctuated question / explanation. Yeah.
Yep.
I will have to keep my eye out then, because I had not seen that pop up yet. But
yeah, the first time I saw it, I thought, oh, that's a typo that somebody hit.
You would think so, yeah.
But nope, that's actual piece of punctuation.
Interesting.
So I want to know where you find that on your keyboard.
You don't. You have to go to special characters.
Special characters,
and put it in there, and that's where it is.
I wonder if we have an interrobang down here, because we put the explanation points and question marks at the beginning and end of the sentence, but upside down in the beginning.
But upside down.
Right side up.
Just never eat super torta.
Yes.
You can always use the typewriter. Everybody still uses a typewriter, right?
True.
Yeah.
What's a typewriter? No.
Typewriter? What?
That's that really loud computer that goes.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And then it goes ding. Zzz.
Yes. It doesn't have Google though.
Oh.
Exactly like that.
No.
Yeah, ding. Zzz. All right.
Or word or autocorrect or things of that nature.
Yeah.
Right. So let's get to the ANW, the Anthro Northwest recap. Now, Taebyn, Cheetaro, and TickTock, you all attended, correct?
We did.
Yes.
Okay. Well, tell us all about it.
So I enjoyed myself massively. Let me just say that being chair of a different event and going to an event that everybody seems to know you were the chair of, it seems like you have a whole slew more friends than you ever did before.
Fair enough.
I want to say to all those people listening out there that I met at ANW, it was wonderful to meet you and see you, and I hope to see you at Furlandia. And things of that nature. But I will say that I ended up doing a panel called, as we've all known, the Squeak and Greet. And this year, we topped numbers beyond what we did last year in terms of that. We had over 200 people show up for the Squeak and Greet this year.
Wow.
Yeah. So
that's a packed room.
Well, it wasn't packed because we're in a room that is like massively oversized. It's like a 1,500 square foot room.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's really big, and it was great. We had even though I want to give a shout out to Bathnetia, even though he was not at ANW because he had to work and he didn't bring any of his toys, we still had lots of inflatables that people brought, and it was really fun and exciting. And so I enjoyed myself immensely. I also have to say I also enjoyed Taebyn's little panels as well, because his little story time and his little Weird Al singing. So that was kind of fun too.
Nice.
Yay.
TickTock, what was your experience with ANW?
Let's see. Too long, didn't read. Fursuiting Frenzy. Yeah, so I had a mad dash to make it up to Seattle in time for Taebyn's story time.
Oh, that's right.
And she was able to attend for the first time in the last few sessions, so that was great to see him. Went to the film festival on Friday. Taebyn had made me one of the judges, so thank you for that. Lots of fun films. The skiing furries is a classic, of course. Let's see. Saturday, lots of running around. Did charity doodles as a protogen. Changed for the Lemon Brat meetup. Did the Winter Feast. Then back into a beeper for the photo parade and protogen meetup.
Sounds like you were a busy proto.
Yes,
Yeah.
I was too wiped out to make it out for the Fursuit games Sunday morning, unfortunately.
But can you multitask?
Oh man, it was my body couldn't move, but I was able to become a coyote again and do more charity doodles. I think I brought in about $80 total.
Wow.
Nice.
Between 2 days. Yeah,
Good
it was
job.
good. Yeah, thank you, and also thank you to Hubcap for the opportunity. And yet another Lemon Brat meetup before heading back home. There.
Yeah.
And pass out.
And you live.
Pass out,
Yeah.
yes.
And speaking of the film festival, I want to say to Taebyn as well, thank you for allowing me to be the red carpet interviewer.
Oh, yeah.
Even though I felt like I
You
stumbled
took
a little
over
bit.
for me.
It's
Yay!
I did.
You were good.
To introduce
yeah.
himself at the beginning.
Yeah, I forgot to introduce
Oh,
myself
no.
at the beginning, because I was so thinking, I don't need to introduce myself because everybody knows who I am. And it's like, wait, no, that's not true. Not everybody knows who I am.
Not everybody.
Right.
But I wanted to say thank you for that because,
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that moment. And I will also say one last thing. I actually got an award for being a volunteer this year at A&W.
You did.
Yay.
And
Sweet.
saw
so
that.
it was kind of nice.
Yay.
You've
What's
been a
that?
good volunteer. I said well deserved. You've been a good volunteer
yeah.
there for a long time.
Good boy.
Yeah. Well, they want me to get involved in their con, and I said I have too many others to deal with.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Taebyn, what was your experience?
Not as exciting or busy as theirs. I usually don't do much of anything at these
No.
Nothing.
cons and everything. But what I did do, let's see. So the con started. So usually the con starts on Thursday evening. This year, Wednesday was December 31st. So it actually, people showed up on December 31st, and we had DJ Rekka did, there's another DJ too, but DJ Rekka was the main DJ that night. And so we rang in the new year with DJ Rekka. And so that was actually pretty
awesome.
cool. And so it was actually really cool and interesting because literally about 60 seconds before midnight, his song at that point had ended. So he had 60 seconds. And so we stopped to say, okay, let's do a countdown. When should we do a countdown? Okay. And then I yelled, "Hi, Rekka, yay." And now he can't see anything up there, but he actually responded with, "Hi, Taebyn, Moobarkfluff, I hear you."
Oh, that's so lovely.
So he recognized me by my voice, and he's like the only one that remembers Moobarkfluff after all these years. So that was
Well, he has been on the show too, though. So
he has been, but
yes.
So I also did doodles for charity like usual. I did not bring in the immense amount that TickTock did. I did have about 5 or 6 furs come up, and I did my horrible job that I normally do. But one of the furs actually just wanted me to. They had a Taebyn merch shirt. And I'll talk more about the Taebyn merch in a second. But they actually had, I forget which one it was, but a Taebyn shirt. And they just wanted me to sign their shirt. And I was very honored and massively surprised all at the same time. So that was pretty cool. So the Taebyn merch, I actually bought a bunch of merch from my own store to take to A&W to donate to the charity. And I thought, maybe a shirt, I bought a bunch of stuff, but I thought maybe a shirt will sell, maybe a mug. It all sold. It all sold to me. And I'm still amazed by that. So thank you, all you furs, for all that. I want all you furs to know, if you were one of those that bought one of those things, that literally went all proceeds to charity. I did not get any money from it. So thank you for donating basically to charity. Story time with Taebyn, it went really well. I had about 50 to 60 in the audience, which is, that's on the upper end. And the audience was just great. We had a lot of fun. My Taebyn Sings Weird Al also went really great. I had about 50 in the audience. Cheetaro was there. TickTock, you only made it to the story time.
Yes. I just do the story time.
And but it was one of the best Taebyn Sings Weird Al's yet. I think the audience was really great. A few of the songs, some of them, including Cheetaro, did the lighter thing.
But it was my phone. It wasn't my lighter.
Well, yeah, I've never had any fur do that at my Taebyn Sings Weird Al, so that was different. There were lots of hijinks, such as me throwing water at my honey and other things that were not planned. At the very end, after my last song, some fur in the audience requested. They're like, "Can I ask a request?" And I'm thinking, I probably don't have the music to it, but yeah, you can request it. They requested that I do crispy chicken.
Yay!
Nice. Nice.
And I did it. And I was like, I don't know, is that okay? I don't. And they're like, it's even better than the original. So that went really well. So those were great. And of course, I emceed the dance comp and caused lots of groans with
Of course.
my So that was very productive. I organized, well, as already mentioned, I organized and emceed the last Antro National Film Festival. That's right, you furs. The Antro National Film Festival at A&W is no more. So that's sad because it was the last one. It was my baby and everything over the last, 3 years. But it went really well. So I plan to post either a video of the film festival or the individual videos or something on the A&W 8 Film Festival website. So any furry that is interested can see the best of and a few of the new submissions that we had for this year. And overall, it was a really great A&W. I was very happy to participate again, just as Cheetaro and TickTock did.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yay.
Nice.
It was fun.
Nice.
And then after all that, Cheetaro was like, yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was very fun. It was very fun. You know, I mean, I enjoyed myself a lot. And A&W is always the highlight of the beginning of the year.
Especially when you go outside in the middle when it's dark, because then there's a highlight.
Right then. Okay. Taebyn, is there anything that you don't understand?
One would be, well, I am still on this show after all. Like, I do things like that. But I also don't understand why people celebrate Pi Day. I mean, it's just so irrational. Okay. No, but actually, really, I don't understand Bitcoins, NFTs, and cryptocurrency. Like, I don't understand it at all. Like, what is it?
Non-fungible trade
Token.
is what it is.
Yes.
So basically, it's not backed by money.
Okay.
It's essentially backed by belief.
And does it do anything?
Well,
It's like religion, but with money.
yeah. I mean, it's, if you believe that it's worth that, then it's worth that. And if you spend it on somebody else that believes it's worth that, then it's worth that. It's kind of like comic books. If you say it's $10,000 and somebody gives you $10,000 for it, then it's worth $10,000.
It's kind of like the collectible things. It's like it's not worth to everyone, but the people that are in that community, like it's worth something to them.
Yeah.
However, because the art is all digital, you could just, copy it and make an own copy. Perfect.
Yeah, I don't know. It's silly anyway.
Yeah, it is.
All right. Taebyn, have you gotten a new formations?
We actually have exactly 3 left in this section. I'm going to have to get more formations now for
well then
next
let's
time.
Let's get
finish
zen.
it up.
Let's get zen and focus. Everybody calm down, relax.
Everybody calm down and relax. We're all jumping all over the place, but let's calm down.
Yes.
For all you furs that may not know, every week for the past, how long have I been doing this? A few years at least, I think. We've been doing affirmations that can help you zen and center the fluff. And I have been doing recently Therapets. There's 64 emotional support animal cards. And this episode, we will do the last 3. And as mentioned, I'm going to have to find some new formations for next time. The first affirmations for the week are, it's all going to work out fine. And there's a picture of a little doggy on that. This next one has a picture of a little turtle. And it says, your speed does not matter. Forward is forward. And the last Therapets emotional support card is... It has a little, what is that? It's a red panda. And it says, you are worth taking care of. And that concludes not only the affirmations for this week, but the Therapets. We will see what exciting and helpful for the fluff formations betroth upon us next time.
All right, well, that takes us up to the past today, and I see we have some. So let's go around the room here and say, TickTock, what's your past today?
So I've been field testing my new word, fermentation, inspired by Taebyn. I'm still tweaking the definition a little bit, but basically I'm at the explosion of fur, colors, and fun times that occurs at a fur con
Yeah,
where
there
the
you
event
go.
space is transformed seemingly overnight.
Nice.
And
Okay.
I like it.
tested
I
it at ANW and was getting some very, very good feedback.
Nice.
Okay.
But that definitely belongs in the what was the thing?
The International Lexicon of Words.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, that definitely
Yes.
belongs in there. Yes.
We'll send that in and see if we can get that officially recognized.
Yeah.
Okay. Rain?
Well, so as everybody knows, Ziggy and I got married in
Yeah.
November, and so I've been applying. I had to apply for my citizenship here, or temporary citizenship, until we've been together long enough for me to apply for permanent. And we finally moved forward one more step in that, and so we've got one document that I had to send back to the United States to get apostolized, and when that comes back, then we should be moving forward again with my thing. But I got another 6-month stay here
And work permit.
and work permit, so I can actually start doing works and stuff now
Nice.
and getting paid.
Awesome. Yay.
So,
So you can pay all those American taxes.
Yay.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
For the
American-
record, not money has been acquired by any means, legal or other, so please don't tax us.
Yes.
Cheetaro, what is your past today?
So about 10 episodes ago, I did a movie review on a movie called Animal Crackers.
Mhm.
Yes.
Now, what I'm going to say does not have to do anything with that Animal Crackers specifically, but it does, because when we were talking about it, we were talking about animal crackers like the Shirley Temple animal crackers in my soup,
Mhm.
and of course the Marx Brothers animal
Mhm.
crackers as well, right? So I was reading at the beginning of the year about things that got thrown into the public domain, so to speak.
Okay.
And
Mhm.
one of the things that got thrown into the public domain was animal crackers from the Marx Brothers.
Mhm.
Okay.
So now that's in public domain. So I thought that was kind of an interesting little thing that made me think about our episode when I did my Animal Crackers movie review.
Well, that's if it's in the
Very
public
cool.
domain, that means that we could actually do another movie watch, but actually watch it and
Yeah.
videotape it,
Exactly.
video us
Yeah.
while we're watching and commenting.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of fun
Yeah.
to do, actually.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
That one would
I
be.
was actually-
MST3K.
It's interesting that came up because I was actually just thinking the other day, like, oh, we should do another video movie review or something.
We should do a musical
Maybe-
number.
one of them.
Do a
Maybe we
musical
should do
number.
another English lesson sometime because
Yeah.
how we should do about English.
That's how you should do
Yeah,
that
exactly.
English. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Anything else for the past today before we highlight what we've been watching on the boob tube?
No, nothing
All
for
right.
me.
Okay.
No.
I want to say, and this is a present today, I love you all.
Oh, we
Oh,
love
we
you.
love you too, Taebyn.
Pupper.
Oh, woo.
Oh, woo.
Oh,
Oh,
woo.
woo.
Okay.
And Moobarkfluff.
And
There are
Moobarkfluff.
moments when I don't, but for the most part, I do.
Mm.
Yeah.
Aw, that's good
I
enough for
know.
me.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So media. I started to.
That's
there's
one of those moments.
Yes.
I bet that's one of those.
I started season 3 of Invincible on Prime, and if you want to see superheroes that are worse than the boys,
Oh yeah.
watch Invincible. Oh my
Yes.
god! I am up to season 4 on my rewatch of Warehouse 13. The
Oh,
Great
my.
show.
The Ducks game I watched on January 9th, they lost to Indiana, and then Indiana went on to win the national championships for the college football. But they still had a great season. I've
Hey.
watched the most recent episodes of Fallout. They finally introduced Deathclaw,
Mm.
and I'm still
Ooh.
watching back episodes of Lego Masters, and of course the new season of Drag Race. And oh yeah, we did start Heated Rivalry. Oh yeah.
Yay.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I
oh
see.
yeah, we did. We did in fact start.
And
Heated
what are your thoughts so
Rivalry.
far?
It's I don't know. I
How far in are you?
fourth episode.
Okay.
So what, halfway?
I think there's only 6. Yeah.
Okay, then
so
almost done. Okay. So
5.
I'm not a big
maybe?
fan of the characters, to be perfectly honest.
Huh.
Shoved.
I-
Shoved to the face.
I know it's terrible, but I'm just not a big fan of the characters. I don't the actors do an excellent job playing the characters that they're doing.
The
But you're
characters are
not
just
fan
terrible.
of the actual
The
characters.
characters are just
okay.
terrible to me. They just are. I can't put my finger on it. The sensual scenes are great, but the acting of the actors and the characters against each other just grate on me. And
Is this petty kind of stuff?
yeah, it just seems anyway.
Well, they do
Well, I know
settle in.
you're not a big fan of petty, so it kind of gets. I can see how that
Yeah.
would get on your nerves.
Yeah.
They do settle in though, and I think they made such a short season because the producers were probably going to be like, okay, it's either going to be a hit or it's going to be the biggest stink bomb we ever released in Canada.
Sure.
So I think they were it was basically a 5 or 6 episode, what do you call it? Pilot.
Arc.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
And so I think when they come back next season, I think they'll have the characters
a little bit better fleshed out. Maybe the
yeah,
actors will
yeah.
be a little more comfortable playing it. I think the actors are uncomfortable playing the characters.
I got that impression as well.
Yeah, I think that's it's starting to show on the show that they're uncomfortable playing the characters they're playing. But anyway,
For now.
yes, for now. And I did see the Saturday Night Live sketch of Heated Wizardry.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that was great.
No. I have to find that.
Yeah,
I have not
it was
seen
from
that
last
yet.
week.
Oh God,
it was from
yeah.
last week Saturday Night Live. Heated
Equality.
Wizardry. You should take a look at it.
Yes.
It's pretty
It's
funny.
very good.
All right, Rain, what have you been mediating? That's a new word,
So-
mediating.
Mediating, I've been, we've been watching, we watched 3 movies recently, Megan and Megan 2.0 and Kung Fu Hustle. The Megan movies were fun but predictable AI gone rogue movies. The only thing that set them apart from other like AI gone rogue movies was the fact that the actress that plays Megan, just her little snarky, quippy lines were so funny that they made the kind of horror of the first one funny and scary at the same time. So it was really kind of good. So yeah, I really
Fuzzy.
yeah. Go ahead.
What's an AI gone rogue movie?
So like pretty much every robot that tries to kill its humans, like
Oh.
2001.
Okay. Yeah.
Stuff like that. Terminator. All that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's pretty good. The second one is kind of a redemption arc, but not really a redemption arc because she's still kind of a little bit of a maniac in the second one. She kind of makes up with her owner, so it's a little bit still. She's still out there and could still become a problem at some point in the future. But yeah, the special effects in it are fantastic, and the movie's just it's a fun movie to watch. Both movies are kind of fun to watch if you just have a couple hours to kill. And then, of course, we watch Kung Fu Hustle, which, in my opinion, is one of the best Kung Fu wire work movies ever. It's also really,
Raising
really, really
Pussy
funny.
again?
Yes.
What's a wire work movie?
So that's the Chinese Kung Fu type movies where they're like floating in the air when they're doing their fight moves and stuff. So they're always suspended from wires, and it makes them look like they can,
Like
tiptoe
what was that?
through the air and stuff. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Yes, that was a very good one too. But I like Kung Fu Hustle because it's a comedy. It's kind of a parody of Kung Fu movies. So it's about the Hatchet Gang trying to take over a little slum called Pigsty Alley that happens to be the home of several Kung Fu masters, the most powerful of which are the 2 landlords, a husband and wife who lost their son to a fight and have vowed to never fight again. And then they're forced to defend their neighbors after attacks from the Hatchet Gang kill 3 of the Kung Fu masters who live there. So Ziggy, what do you think of the movies?
Megan was fun, fast-paced, and though the first one was scarier, it was a thriller. It was spooky at times. The second movie was more of an action one.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's that. And Kung Fu Hustle was very funny and had a nice twist at the end. And our landlady isn't like the one from the movie. So, but you never know.
Yeah.
Barely is twisting.
Yes.
Like he did last summer?
Yes. It's all bendy and twisty.
I
think he's doing YMCA.
Numa.
Right. Games wise, I've been playing some Call of Duty Advanced Warfare because I wanted to play that again for some reason. And Bulletstorm. That's pretty much it for me. Ziggy, what about you?
Guess what? I've been playing Fortnite. Now they are yes, shock. But here that they have now a collaboration with South Park. So you can buy and play as many of the South Park character, and also with the Stick of Truth, you can control the storm. And if you get Kenny Medallion, you come back to life after you've been eliminated. Also, I've been
Wow.
playing Dumb Ways to Die on
That
mobile.
makes sense.
I love it. I love it. TickTock, how about you?
So, usual Jeopardy, we're into Tournament of Champions stuff. Abbott Elementary started up again. Speaking of fleshing out characters and stories, they've done a lot better job with that. The jokes, I think, are landing way better than they were in the past. And then, of course, RuPaul.
Well, of course, RuPaul. I forgot to
Of
mention I
course.
watched RuPaul too. So
Yes.
Yay!
Yay.
all right. Cheetaro.
I feel almost left out that I don't watch RuPaul, but
Yes.
I don't Cheetaro.
I don't
I
either.
don't either.
Oh,
I watch it if it's on. You know, if it happens to be on somewhere, like when we were at Get Out the Float and
Yeah.
Barely was
Yeah.
watching it, I watch it. But yeah, it's not something I remember to watch all the
I
time.
watched
Yeah.
even the season from Spain.
nice.
oh wow.
Nice.
Oh.
Si, senor.
Well, for myself, in terms of things, since the last time we recorded, I haven't been watching an extreme amount of movies. That's because of convention planning and all this stuff. But
Yeah.
I did end up watching this one movie, besides another movie that we'll talk about later.
I did watch a movie besides another movie.
Yeah, but I did watch this one movie that's it's a 2007 movie called The Water Horse.
Oh,
Okay.
that movie's so good. I liked that movie.
It is awesome. It was a very magical movie about this boy who was missing his father during World War II because he was shipped off on a boat, and he ends up finding this egg, and he ends up hatching this water horse, or what some people might call, quote unquote, the Loch Ness monster.
Okay.
There was a lot of fun parts of it. The boy actually ended up naming this creature Crusoe, which was rather hilarious because he saw a book and he immediately said, "Oh, there's the name I'm going to call you." Poof, there you go. And but the funniest part of this whole entire movie is that it starts with a story in a pub, and they show the picture, the classic picture of the Loch Ness monster that everybody sees, right?
Mhm.
And when they get to this part of the story, they talk about how they craft this thing and they put it in the water and they take the crappiest picture of it that they could possibly take, and but it was really funny, and but I enjoyed it. It was movie. There was funny parts, and I don't know. It was just something that everybody should see because it's heartwarming as well, I think.
Yeah, it is really. It's a good movie.
It's interesting to see what antics happen between when Crusoe hatches to when
Mhm.
he becomes bigger.
Yes,
Very
I
funny.
like the scenes where he's a baby because he was cute
Yeah.
and mischievous and
Yeah.
very
The
fun.
fact that he ate that whole entire garbage can full of waste.
Yeah,
Was he a raccoon?
a bit like
No, something like that.
friend.
appetite wise, yes.
He's a
Yeah, for
friend.
sure. In terms of other things that I've done media-wise, I've been playing a lot of video games because I've been needing to center myself. So I actually finished playing Hogwarts Legacy. That was really an epic game. And what was really awesome is there's this very, and I hate saying this, beautiful dragon that you have to defeat at the end.
Aw.
But
And
Yeah.
and
You
and
just-
am I right in guessing that after you defeat it, you have to power wash his entire cave?
Oh yeah.
Well, you know the easiest way to
Absolutely.
defeat it. You know the easiest way to defeat a dragon, right?
With a donkey.
No.
Donkey.
Oh, God.
Yes.
oh Lord.
Because donkey will mate with it, and
Mhm.
then
Oh.
you get little baby donkey dragons.
I
I
Did
thought
that
the
make
best
them
way to
dragon keys?
I thought the best way to defeat a dragon was
Yes.
to chop its feet off.
How?
I thought the best way is to
Then it becomes
tame
a
your
weapon.
dragon, and then that way you can
Ah.
ride it forever.
True.
But that's a
Oh,
different
that's
story.
cool.
It's not the same thing.
But what happened if
Right.
is it bad?
I also started to play another game that is part of the Assassin's Creed level of games.
Oh.
And it's Mirage, which is centered around Baghdad, Iraq in the 8th century. And it's like really awesome. You get to ride a camel and do the
Nice.
whole thing. It's kind of
Nice.
fun. You know, I enjoyed myself.
Cool.
I like the Assassin's Creed games because it gives you, believe it or not, it gives you history while you are playing a game that is fictional.
Yeah.
I don't like the leap of faith.
Fair
Those give me the
Yeah, they've got it in VR, and a lot of people have said the leap of faith in VR the first time is a little bit shocking.
Oh, I'll bet.
Oh wow.
I'll bet.
Yeah.
I bet. I mean,
What?
falling
Huh?
from like 100 and some odd feet from the sky into a bale of hay or a thing of rose leaves or something like that, you know, because you either land in this game, you either land in a bale of hay or you land on the ground in a pile of rose leaves. Who
Tape-
wants to do that?
No, thank you.
No.
No, thank
No.
you.
All right, Taebyn, what have you been media-ing?
Nothing as exciting as all of you. Well, sort of actually. So I watched a few more episodes of Lower Deck season 4 and season
Nice.
4.
Yay!
We finished the Connors, all 6 seasons, so
Woo-hoo.
that's done. It ended kind of ended. It
Yeah.
didn't. I mean, it's like they
just got tired and said,
they
"We're
got
done."
here's this is what we're gonna do. You can see where our lives are gonna go from here. So bye. We started Younger season 2. I don't know. Did I ever talk about the show Younger before? So it's Netflix. It's about a 40-year-old woman in New York that's tired of being quote unquote old, and so she's not getting like any good jobs because she's so old and she's being hurt and blah blah blah. Anyway, so she ends up going around and being 26, quote unquote, being 26, and so she tells everyone she's 26 and gets a 26-year-old boyfriend, and I mean, hilarity ensues. It's actually a pretty good, interesting, fun show. And we finished season 3 of The Mandalorian. Oh my god!
Yay! You're further than I am. I haven't finished season 2 yet.
It's so good. And we watched. There's only one season of it. The Obi-Wan Kenobi, and that was really good. Cheetaro, you mentioned Animal Crackers, and I have a note. I have yet to watch that. I also have to watch someone mentioned on season 6, episode 12. The show My Roommate is a Cat on Crunchyroll.
I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
And so I have a note to watch that, and I have not done that yet. So now it's like it's on the internet now, and I have to do it. So
You're required.
Barely's going to be all after me. Have you watched it yet?
Yeah, there you go.
And I've been playing Royal Kingdom, Beat Saber, and Bloons 6. Monkeys Go Pop. And that's what I've been
Monkeys Go Pop.
mediating.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right.
Yay.
Head to Heart with Kanzo Ame strives to be a show to help young minds navigate their feelings in a healthy way and to help families support healthy emotional growth, not just in the kids, but the parents as well. Kanzo Ame likes to help families with kids like her understand neurodivergent communication techniques and demonstrate ways for young viewers to express their emotions, as well as provide tips to families on supporting each other through those emotions. Because Kanzo and I truly believe that with kindness and understanding, we can make the world a better place. Click the link to help support the show becoming a reality.
Well, that takes us up to our furry news with our intrepid news reporter, TickTock. What have you got for us today?
Let's see. We got 3 scoops for you furs.
Scoots.
Scoops.
Scoops.
Scoop.
Scoops.
Yes, scoop.
Raisins.
First one is the Ursa Major Awards is open for nominations until February 5th at ursamajораwards.org. On the site, you can nominate candidates for your favorite furry artists from a wide list of categories.
And podcasts.
And
Yes,
podcasts,
yes, podcasts are on there as well.
Hint. All you furs out there, hint.
Wink, wink.
6
nod,
years. Come
nod.
on, guys. Come on, guys.
Yes,
Give us
come
a
on, come on.
nomination
Show
at
us
least.
some.
Yeah.
Throw us a bone. You don't need to vote in every category, and they provide a list of recommended candidates. Voting for the top candidates begins in March. Now, there sure was a bunch of fluff at Antro New England. The FurCon held in Boston, Massachusetts, had their recent event from January 15th to the 18th, with 7,284 attendees.
Wow.
Holy
That's
mackerel.
not bad.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Bigger than FC, actually. And as a comparison, A&E's first event was in 2016 with 965.
Wow.
Wow.
It be growing.
That's
Yes.
Yeah, that is a big leap.
Yes. Good times were had,
Quantum leap.
but there were frequent reports of lines and crowding, as one might imagine.
Of course.
The fursuit photo had to be capped at 800 fursuiters.
No.
Expect to
Cap it,
see
wow.
more attendance caps like this at other FurCons in the future. and furs, please consider volunteering at your next FurCon. They need the help. You can still get in fun times, and you're also helping the community that you love.
Yeah.
Furlandia. Oh.
Yep.
And get the fruit.
And get out the fruit. And ANW. And all of them. Just volunteer.
Yes.
Just volunteer. And lastly, who's hungry for art?
I am.
How about
Is the banana on
How about
the
some
wall
AI
outside?
art?
No.
No.
I didn't think so.
No.
And
Yes.
But draw
It
proto again.
depends. It
Seemed very
depends.
awesome.
Come on now, wait a minute. It depends on where you're going to use the AI art for.
Yeah.
true, yes, it
I mean,
depends.
if you're going to use it as a starting point for something else, then it's okay. Or to give it to an artist and say, I want something like this.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that you have an idea.
Used for brainstorming purposes, I think is acceptable.
Sure.
But I think you should always hire an artist to finish out that
Do the thing.
idea for
Yeah.
you.
do the real
but
thing.
there's also applications like Mannequin that gives you 2, 3, or 1 like mannequins that you can move and pose and put on props to say, hey, artist, I want to have this pose and this character looking like this.
Well,
So
sure.
it also give them an idea too
Yeah.
what to expect if you don't want to go by the AI route.
Yeah, no, of course. But anywho, an art student at the University of Alaska in Fairbanks partially ate an exhibit from another art student because it was
no.
AI.
Oh.
How? It
The
was a
ex-
pro again.
Right.
The exhibit titled Shadow Searching ChatGPT Psychosis consists of AI-generated Polaroid-style images hanging on a wall. Now, the artist's statement of their work explores identity, character narrative creation, and crafting false memories of relationships in an interactive role digitally crafted before, during, and after a state of AI psychosis. However, not all agreed with that vision, or at least the medium it was expressed in. And jokes about cafeteria food aside, the other disgruntled artist chewed many of the images and spat them on the floor as a form of protest. The student was arrested for his act of nomming and charged with criminal mischief in the 5th degree.
Okay.
Now, so I saw some of the images. We have a link in the show notes. While I think the message of the piece was a good start, it sure seems like it could have been creative differently, put it, styled a little differently and still carry that message. I mean, I'm spitballing a little here, haha. But perhaps run around with an actual Polaroid camera, take a bunch of photos, then run those photos through Photoshop, through filters, or use darkroom tricks to make them look more uncanny and AI-like. Nice start, buddy, but and plus, like, the comments on Blue Sky were hysterical. Can we start a GoFundMe for the guy that ate the works, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Absolutely brutal. Yes. That is the news for this week.
Awesome.
Alrighty. So, Cheetaro, do you have a movie review for us?
I do have a movie review this week.
Yay!
As a matter of fact, it is a classic because it's over 20 years old. This one is the 2002 movie called Ice Age that's currently streaming on Disney+. I've seen this many times, but watching a movie and watching a movie to review a movie is two different things. This movie gives me a lot of laughter, specifically Scrat.
Yes.
Scrat is the squirrel/rat that is at the beginning, somewhere in the middle, and at the end of Ice Age. Now, he's in the majority of all the Ice Age
Yes.
movies.
He's
to be
the
honest.
non sequitur comic relief.
Yeah, and what's really fun is the fact of watching his antics, because here he is, this poor little squirrel rat who's trying to hide his acorn, and he ends up creating this horrific mess, sends himself everywhere, and but he has to be the best comedy relief of a movie ever, for animated, that is, in all honesty, because there are scenes even in when the movie is going before and after, there's scenes where he actually is in the background and he's doing things in the background, and it's just so fun to be able to watch him and see things. But this movie, of course, as it says into the title, Ice Age is all about, well, it's the Ice Age, and these animals are moving from one location to another because the ice is coming and they're trying to get away from the ice, and so on and so forth. So there's 3 animals. There is a big gigantic woolly mammoth named Manny the Mammoth. There is a sloth named Sid, and a saber-toothed tiger named Diego. And it's like really fun that they put these 3 non-typical animals together to form a group to literally save this kid who ends up getting placed on the riverbank by his mother as she drowns in the river. And so they have to take him to the thing. It's really fun, the antics that happen and the camaraderie that ends up happening between the thing. But it was really fun. There's this one scene that I want to talk about that's really funny, because as we all know, all sorts of things in animated movies that even though they're for children, they throw these things in so the adults will be happy. So they are in this ice cave. The mammoth, the sloth, the saber-tooth, and this baby. They're walking along, and they get to see all sorts of things. And as the baby is viewing things on that's stuck in the ice, one of the things that's stuck in the ice is this big gigantic UFO. So as the baby is staring at this UFO, it literally takes its hand, spreads its middle and third finger, and gives the Spock sign to everybody. And it was like really funny. It's like, no, that's not what I just saw. I had to literally reverse just to see this thing and go, oh my God, that is exactly what I saw. So there's all sorts of things of that nature in this movie. I will say that, talking about Scrat again at the end, it's very funny. But the thing is that it shows that it's 20,000 years later, and Scrat, who is in this block of ice, it melts and he becomes alive. Now, I don't know of anything that can survive in ice for 20,000 years and still be alive.
Squirrel rats can.
Yeah, I guess so. Part of my Neil deGrasse Tyson-esque-ness kind of throws that into that's so implausible. Why did they do that? But again, it's an animated movie. They can do whatever they want.
You can't kill Scrat.
I will say, that's for sure. But I will say that I give this movie 4 complete chirps, because this movie is extremely entertaining. Yes, there are a couple of idiosyncrasies that I kind of think, needed to be addressed. But, it's for kids, and kids aren't going to notice. But, as adults, when you watch movies, you kind of do. So I apologize to all those people out there who love Ice Age, but I think 4 chirps is still an excellent movie. So
that's actually an excellent rating. And like I said, it's my dad's favorite of all the animated Disney movies. It's the one that made him laugh the hardest. So
they have like 6 movies, 6 Ice Age movies, including the first one, of course. There's a total of 6, because they have that goes 2, 3, 4, 5, and then there's another one that they did, which was something about Christmas or something like that. Yeah. So if you guys go look at the Ice Age movies, they're really awesome, and you'll laugh, you'll cry,
Great voice actors too. Ray Romano, John Leguizamo, and I can't remember who did the tiger.
It was oh God, it's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't think of the name of him either. But he's a good actor just as well, and they're all
really voiced well.
Yeah, and reading some of the IMDb things,
it's Dennis Leary.
Dennis Leary, that's right. Yes,
there we go. reading the IMDb stuff about some of this and knowing that the voices that they have for all these characters were the last people that they actually asked to do these characters, because they're Leonardo DiCaprio could have been a voice of one of these characters. So yeah, there's a whole slew of people that turned this down, and Ray Romano ended up taking the voice of Manny the Mammoth.
I love how like you're all like, I don't remember who the voice. I don't remember.
I
and
just
that
couldn't
went on for, like,
remember. It was
went on
I
for
was
like a
blacked out.
few minutes, and then all of a sudden, like the voice of the furry god comes in, barely. It was Dennis Liberty. Let's just settle this right now.
All right. Well, that takes us up to our upcoming events. All right. February 5th through the 8th, we have 2 conventions going on. We have the Fur Square 2026 taking place in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and Anthro Expo 2026 taking place in Norman, Oklahoma. The 6th through the 8th in Charleston, Nevada is the Furry Legends of Paradise 2026. The 6th through the 9th of February in Glasgow, UK is ScotiaCon 2026. Get Out the Float is taking place February 12th through the 15th in Seaside, Oregon, where most of our staff will be. Motor City FurCon is taking place February 13th through the 15th in Detroit, Michigan. The Frosty Fur Fest is taking place.
Say that 3 times fast.
No, in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, February 14th through the 15th. Fur Camp 2026 is taking place in Brazil, February 14th through the 17th.
Brazil.
Nordic FuzzCon is taking place in Malmo, Sweden, February 18th through the 22nd. The Lone Star FurCon is taking place February 19th through the 22nd in Austin, Texas. February 26th through the March 1st in Santiago, Chile. You'll find yourself at the Santiago Anthrofest. The 5th through the 8th of March in British Columbia is Vancouver. The Golden State FurCon takes place March 13th through the 15th in Los Angeles. GaDonkaCon takes place March 18th through the 22nd in Sapo, Poland. In Sapo, Poland.
Portland, Poland?
Portland, Poland. Yes. They should have a town called Portland in Poland.
They should.
Anthropolis takes place in Bussang, France. It should be
Do that again.
Bussang, France.
It's like the sound that like a sword makes in a kung fu movie.
That's right. Vernal Equinox takes place March 20th through the 22nd in Toronto, Canada. Texas Furry Fiesta takes place in Dallas, Texas, March 26th through the 29th. And Furthermore takes place in Baltimore, Maryland, March 27th through the 29th, 2026. And those are the upcoming events for February and March.
There's like a bunch happening at the same time. And yet, like, all these furs have to make all these decisions. What am I going to do? Oh my God.
Right. And looking at numbers of all conventions so far in 2025 and those in 2026, all numbers are up. So I think the post-COVID exodus
slump
has rebounded. So there we go.
Well, and I wouldn't. We've talked, I think, about before, but I think probably still is in effect. It's like once COVID got done and like cons started happening again, and we saw that big huge spike all of a sudden in everything, and my mindset is I'm thinking everyone's like, okay, we know what it's like to not have our cons for like 2 years. Let's just go for it. I'm not gonna stop, and I think we're still probably seeing that.
That's very possible. Very possible. All right. So, Taebyn, do you have some real math for us this week? You said you're going to do real. We did math adjacent last time, so you said you're going to do some real math this time. So, what have you got for us?
I want to talk about something called Graham's number. So last time we talked about Dunbar's number. That was a little bit more math adjacent, more kind of socioeconomic kind of what. Anyway, so this week I want to talk about Graham's number. So there are extremely large numbers that have occurred in proofs of various mathematical things. I mean, there's lots of really, really huge numbers, of course, but not all of them are actually going to be in a published paper that actually proves some stuff. So there's not many of these things. And often in math, such as in a branch of math called numerical analysis, we want to know like the bounds of a certain quantity. That is how small or large it can possibly be. Now this is very useful because it can help us estimate things, but it can also be useful theoretically, as it can tell us if we actually have something to work with, like it's not 0 or infinity, there is a thing that exists within this range. That can be useful to know. When we're talking about an upper bound, that is how big something can be, typically we'll get something reasonable, like a number we could actually count to or write down. So maybe 10 or maybe even 1,000, but that's what we might consider a reasonable upper bound, depending on what you're using it for. Okay, so now this thing called Graham's number. This is a number discovered by Ronald Graham and presented to the public in Scientific American newspaper in 1977. I just talked about reasonable numbers, that is things you can probably count to, things, like, okay, it makes sense. But now, so this number, at that time, this number was the largest positive integer to have been used in a published mathematical proof. It is a number so large that literally, the observable universe is too small to contain a decimal digit representation of it. That is, you cannot write this down even if you used all of the universe that we can actually observe. Even if you used extremely small, like numbers, like you wrote them very small. Now, so you can maybe count then how many digits would actually be in this thing. Well, that number, the number of actual digits in this thing, that number is too large to be represented by writing them down in the observable universe. Okay, great. Well, what about that number? What if you had counted that number of digits in that? Well, that number is too large to write down in the observable universe. And on and on and on. And you can think about how many iterations can you go of like counting the digits and not being able to write them down. Is there ever a point at which you can actually write down how many digits there are in this thing? The answer is no. The number of times this process of counting the digits repeats is still too large to represent it in the observable universe. This is a huge number. As a side note, even with this extremely huge number that like all this stuff can't be written down, 100% of all the natural numbers are bigger than this thing called Graham's number. So just to give you an idea of how many numbers are out there, like there's a lot. So it's no surprise that this number is too large to be computed like in full by any computer. But still, we know that the very last digit is 7.
Okay.
And in fact, we actually know the last 10 digits of this number. So that's exciting. Now, one reason we do know that is because Graham's number isn't just some random number out there. It can actually be defined by a quote-unquote simple recursive formula where you just end up taking a bunch of powers of 3. And if any everyfurs are interested in like generally taking a whole bunch of powers of a number and seeing how big numbers get and how fast the numbers grow, look into things called Tower of Powers. But okay, so I'm talking about this big, huge number, and I claim that it's not a random number. So what is it? Where does this number come from? So there was a problem in a branch of math called Ramsey theory that had to do with, okay, I'm going to use some words that might or might not mean anything to you, so that's fine. But I'll just say it for out there that knows things about what a graph is and everything. So this problem in a branch of math, as they say, called Ramsey theory, has to do with coloring edges of certain graphs formed by n-dimensional cubes, either red or blue, and the question was about the dimension of such a cube needed 2 colors, any subgraphs of any one color. So let me just to say what that means without saying exactly what it is. So a graph is just you take a bunch of line segments and stick them together. So it's just like this. You've got a bunch of line segments together. Now, and then you've got, you can think of a cube, like a 3-dimensional cube. Now there's a way you can just connect all the vertices of the cube and out of line segments, and you get a graph kind of inscribed in the cube. Well, you can also do this for any dimensional cube you want, 4, 5, 10, 10,000, a million. So you've got this graph, okay, and then you can pick line segments and put the color either red or blue on them. Okay, that's great. Now, this problem I'm talking about has to do with looking at subgraphs, that is, parts of that graph, and coloring them all with the same color, either red or blue. And it wants to know something about what is the dimension so that you can always do only red or blue things. So that's not a well-defined problem. I'm just trying to give you an idea of, we're looking at a dimension of a cube, and I want to do something with color, just red or blue, put red or blue things in there. It was figured out that a lower bound on the dimension to do what we need to do here, whatever that is 6. So you need at least 6 dimensions of a cube to do this thing. Okay, fine, great. But then this grams number thing, this thing that is so insanely colossal and huge that literally I don't think the human mind can even fathom what this thing is. This number has been shown to be an upper bound for the dimensions, which is really stupid and crazy at the same time, because it seems like it's very unsatisfactory. So there's this problem that wants to know, what's the dimension of this cube? Well, we know it's at least 6, but it's also bigger than the biggest number that is even humanly possible. Like, okay, that's kind of unsatisfactory somehow. This is actually useful because the importance in this is that it proves that a specific number to the problem does exist. A lot of times in math, we just care that something actually exists, or if it doesn't exist, that is, we have something that we can actually do something with. So that's kind of an interesting thing about, even though it's really, really big, it exists. So that's pretty neat. And that is Graham's number. And I think it's pretty interesting just to, think about these colossal, amazing, huge numbers that are out there that are, remember, as I said, this is a number that was actually used in a published mathematical proof. It's not just some random number out there. It actually has use for it. And I think next time on, there's a few other really huge mathematical numbers that have been used in mathematical proofs. And I think next time I do a math, I'll talk about a particular number that's been actually used in published mathematical proofs that's even larger than Graham's number. Exactly. So all you furs, stay tuned and we'll hear about, and I'll tell you where it comes from too. And of course, and it's very interesting, talk about that. I won't even tell you what that number is called yet. You're just going to have to tune in and find out.
We haven't done jokes for a while, so I thought we would do jokes today. And Taebyn, do you have your joke book handy?
I do.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to go ahead and start by saying, I'm a man of a certain age, and I decided to take up hiking. It's a great way to meet new people. In fact, yesterday I met 3 paramedics, a nurse, a doctor, and almost met Jesus.
Oh, God. That sounds
so awesome. I have to say, all our listeners, in case you didn't know, if you haven't heard our joke sections before, so I have this book called the Ultimate Dad Joke Book. Yeah, great. Okay. So, and I don't actually read the jokes ahead of time, which means when I read them and they're really horrible, you can't blame me. Now, on the other paw, jokes such as the ones that Bearly just told, he looks for on purpose. So you can definitely blame him and everyfur else here for that. So that's what's going on right now.
Okay. Cheetaro, have you got a joke for us?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, this one is, I'm going to say this one because of Taebyn. I know Taebyn likes to drum. So here's a good question for you, Taebyn. What did the drummer name her twin daughters?
And a 1 and a 2.
Very good.
Oh, very cool.
Sorry.
Very good.
I had to, I knew the answer. I just had to say.
No, that's okay.
It's okay.
I'm not offended by that.
Oh, good. Okay. I didn't want to be thrown out and banned from Furlandia before I even attended this year.
Well, yes. All right.
Taebyn, you would have to do
There's
something
still plenty of time for that.
totally egregious to be banned from Furlandia.
Like,
okay, let's
I
not
don't know. Okay, TikTok, do you have a joke for us?
Yeah, so a protogen walks into a bar. The bartender says, "What do you have?" Protogen says, "Well, it's been a long day and I need to loosen up. How about a screwdriver?"
Rain?
Well, just so everybody's clear, I'm going to put my glasses on.
Okay. Gotcha.
Wow.
That took a second.
I still
It's a
love you.
slow burn. Slow burn.
Seconds.
Yeah. Ziggy.
I still love you, though.
Yeah.
I know.
Ziggy, have you got a joke for us?
A polar bear walks into a bar and says to the bartender, "I'll have a rum and Coke." The bartender asks, "What with the big paws?" The bear shrugs, "I was born with them."
It's really cute, though. It is. It's really cute.
Yes.
It is. Taebyn, what's your first joke from your book?
What is the... And so I haven't looked at the punchline. I don't even know what this is, so don't blame me. What is the chemical value of a policeman's overtime pay?
No clue.
No clue.
Copper nitrate?
Yes.
Oh.
I don't even...
Oh, because a policeman's a copper and nitrate, the night rate.
Oh, my
Oh.
cow.
Yeah,
I
it's pretty
am
bad.
a little hurting right now. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So many years ago, when I was a youth, I was an altar boy. And one Sunday, I was taking a break outside the church, and this lady comes running up to me and asks, "Is Mass out?" I looked at her and I said, "No, but your hat is on crooked."
God.
Is Mass out?
Uh-huh.
Your hat is on crooked.
Yes.
Is Mass out? Mass out.
Is my ass out? No, but your hat's on crooked.
What is okay, no, oh no, I'm okay.
Okay. Cheetaro?
Okay.
So I recently checked my homeowner's policy to find out what happens if I get my blanket stolen in the middle of the night. Apparently, I would not be covered.
That's true.
Really?
Very true.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. TikTok.
Oh,
So a dog walks into a bar and says, "A beer, please." Bartender says, "Wow, you should be in the circus." Dog says, "Why? Do they need electricians?"
wait, okay, do that again. I'm having trouble here. I can do it.
The dog walks into the bar
Okay.
and says,
Okay.
"A beer, please."
Okay.
Bartender says, "Wow, you should be in the circus." Dog replies, "Why? Do they need electricians?"
A beer, please.
No, because the dog is talking, and the bar says he should be in the circus because
Circus.
he's a talking dog. And the dog says, "Why do they need electricians?" Because he's an electrician. Jokes that Taebyn doesn't understand. That's going to be the name of this new section.
It's
Yes.
Volume
okay.
8.
Yeah.
Every fur listening to this episode, please send an explanation in BFFT chat.
Right?
So maybe Taebyn will be able to understand this
Yes.
one.
Rain.
So apparently we're also specifically talking to, just because I know who you are, Deodder and Spooky. Write in, let me know what that joke is about, and any other fur that's actually listens to this far into the show. Let me know, because I am a fluffy pup.
Yes.
Okay. Rain.
Good boy.
So we've been doing some work around the house, and so we hired a contractor, and we specifically told him that we don't want carpeted steps.
Mhm.
They just gave us a blank stare.
Ziggy.
Okay.
A guy brings a raccoon home. Tell his wife it's a pet. She asks, "Where are we going to keep it?" He replies, "In the bedroom." "But what about the destructive tendencies, the noise and the smell?" she asks. "I got used to it. I'm sure the raccoon will too."
Taebyn.
Okay, that's cute. That's cute. Hi.
Hi. What do you got?
Well, I got fluff.
Mhm.
And I also got, why should you avoid drinking water while studying chemistry?
Don't know why.
No.
Well, you don't want to decrease your concentration.
All right, we'll do one more each, and then we'll wrap this thing up here. So, my
Okay.
hubby came home from work yesterday, exhausted.
Oh,
He said he had back-to-back meetings all day. My
Oh.
only thought was they probably would have been less stressful had they been facing each other.
Probably, it's a
It-
lot easier to
That's
meet
true.
with people
Very
when
a
you face
lot
them.
easier to know who's
Yeah.
talking to you and everything. Yeah, hell yeah.
Everybody needs eye contact.
Yes.
Mm.
Cheetaro, what about you for your last joke of the night?
Since everybody else had told a joke about a bar, a cat walks into a bar.
Okay.
The bartender says, "What'll you have?" The cat says, "A shot of whiskey." The bartender pours the cat his drink. Slowly, the cat pushes the shot off the bar until it spills and crashes to the floor. "Another!" demanded the cat.
But-
Things.
Cat things. Only things cats
Only
understand.
things cats do, yes.
The only thing's kitty.
TickTock.
So, what is R2D2 short for?
Oh,
Round
Uh,
2 down 2. I don't know.
No, because it has little legs.
yeah.
What is R2?
Oh.
It's short because it has little legs, Taebyn.
Yeah. Because
Oh,
he's got little legs.
Short.
Rain.
So Bono and the Edge walk into a Dublin bar, and the bartender says, "Oh no, not you two again."
Oh.
Suffering.
Ziggy.
Did you hear about the exorcist who's offering payment plans? Apparently, if people fall behind the payment, they'll get repossessed.
I mean, yeah, that stands to reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Taebyn, what's your final joke of the day?
Well, so my book has like different sections, like chapters, and the chapter we're in now is Nerd Alert, and there's 2 more in this section. So I'll do the last 2 in this section, and then next time I can start the next chapter, which is called Pop Cultured. Ooh.
Okay.
Dad jokes.
Give us your final 2 jokes of this chapter.
Okay, what do you call a square that's been in an accident?
A rectangle.
Yes.
Rectangle. Yes, that one's pretty good.
Nerd.
What kind of help do you need after punching your computer? Technical
know.
support.
Oh.
So bad.
We'll just end right there.
Yes,
That's
That's
right.
a good idea.
Okay, so before we close out the show, let's talk about our shameless plugs. So first off, again, I want to mention our merchandise at BFFT.dashery.com. We have 10 designs on there now, with one design harkening all the way back to season 1. And if you are listening on the day this episode releases, this is the last day to get merch at a discount. Regular prices start on February 1st, 2026. Now, one of our other podcasts on the Injured Nerves Network is Royal Highness.
Easy for you to say.
It's not, where the hosts enhance with cannabis products, then watch and discuss a television show. With the premiere of A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, which came out just this other day, the hosts are focusing on that show. Now, here's the funny thing. They were concerned that the Night of the Seven Kingdoms would be too serious for them to make fun of. Well, I got news for you. That first episode
Come on.
was easily shredded by these two. So watch the episode and then listen to the podcast. It's amazing.
Eileen and Spencer are 2 of the funniest people I know. They can make fun of anything.
Right. Yes, they did. So I was laughing so hard during the recording last night that I was my sides were sore. So
Oh, no.
yeah.
Awesome.
All right. They'll return to the Last Kingdom after week 8, after the 8-week run of the newest Game of Thrones spin-off. Hey, Rain, it's your turn.
I have 3 to Who, the monthly Doctor Who podcast, where we talk about all things Doctor Who. This month, we're talking about the Cybermen, and it will be out on January 31st at midnight EST. Oh, and today, January 20th, when we're recording this, is the 92nd birthday of Tom Baker, the 4th Doctor. Very happy birthday to my favorite Time Lord.
Absolutely. Ziggy.
If you see a green-haired raccoon named Mapacho Pistachio, don't kill me. Or do, I don't care. I'll be holding Kenny's medallion. I'll get you back.
All right.
You got it.
All right.
Yeah.
TickTock.
TickTock.
Yeah, so come and get some coyote and Proot hugs at Get Out the Float, and I'll also be doing my fur seating panel there.
Awesome. Now, Cheetaro.
Get Out the Float 2026. You still have a few days to be able to register and stuff like that. And if you go to Get Out the Float's website, there's actually a blurb on there about a travel agent. So if you need some assistance in terms of finding a place to stay for Get Out the Float at last minute, go to the travel agent that's listed on our website, and she'll be able to help you. Furlandia 2026 registration. We're still taking registrations, and we're getting up there in terms of numbers, and we're kind of seeing numbers that we've never seen before, and it's kind of neat.
Like
nice
Graham's
to
number,
see.
for example.
Well, maybe not that big.
That would be a big
Yeah,
But you haven't
that's gonna
seen
be-
Graham's number before, so...
That's true. I haven't seen these numbers either, so I guess it
Okay.
compares.
Yeah.
But panel submissions, we're doing those until the 1st of March. DJ applications till the 6th of March. And currently, our website actually has a list of all of our vendors with links to their websites or social medias talking about their information. So go to furlandia.org to find out those things. And we still don't have a map of what the hotel's going to look like with all the space. It'll be happening soon, very soon.
Awesome. Taebyn, what are you going to plug today?
Hello. Well, of course, Get Out the Float is it's imminent, and we're all excited. So all you furs out there, make sure to register for Get Out the Float in Seaside, Oregon, the weekend of Valentine's Day weekend. Oh, panel submissions are still open, but we're pretty full actually. So at this point, it's a waitlist situation. So if someone drops out, then you'll be the next one in. So you can still submit for panels, but you might not get in this year. But make sure to apply for next year, definitely. I have a link tree, linktr.ee/Taebyn. I have an Instagram. I have Fourth Wall, which has stickers and a mug and t-shirt, like I talked about a little bit ago at the beginning of the show. So there's a new t-shirt design that I'm actually really excited about. So go check that out. Also, I have a YouTube. That's just Taebyn. Am I Taebyn Pup or just Taebyn? I think I'm Taebyn Pup on YouTube. I don't even know anymore. Taebyn Pup, yeah. It's on my link tree, so you can get there from there. You've got the crispy chicken saga, lots of good math videos that Furs have said they have helped them pass their calculus exams and stuff, and also just fun math things. And also linear algebra stuff, and also fun math things like Moby strips and pine bottles and stuff. There's a history of our podcast video, Cooking with Taebyn. You can learn how to make ice and cook an egg, and there's product reviews, drumming, other fun stuff. Make sure to subscribe and check it out, or something like that. My next cons are Get Out the Float February, now this month, Las Vegas FurCon in April, Furlandia in May, and Antro Weekend Utah. And I'll be doing my story time with Taebyn and Taebyn Sings Weird Al. If you've seen my Taebyn Sings Weird Al before, at least last year, I'll be doing like 5 new songs that you haven't seen before, so they'll be good. And if you know about the Taebyn poker chip thingy, I have 2 new, not 1, but 2 new poker chip designs for this year, so make sure to come by and grab a chip. And those are my shameless plugs for the week.
Well, that sound...
Well, that is okay.
That sound means that we are out of time here at BFFT. Well, listeners, we know you have a choice in podcasts, and we love that you chose to listen to ours. Remember, you can support the show on Buzzsprout or through Patreon for as little as $3 a month. If you become a supporter on Buzzsprout for $5 a month or more, you will receive early access to the podcast release, which you can listen to on Buzzsprout. Typically, this would be about a week before the release. Every little bit helps keep the lights on. Or if you listen on YouTube, why not hit that subscribe button? And you can send us an email at bearlyfurcasting@gmail.com. And if you send us a comment on the Buzzsprout fan mail section, be sure to include your contact information so we can respond and maybe reference the episode you're reaching out about. Rain, what are your parting thoughts?
Well, as always, I'd like you all to be kind to yourselves and each other. Moobarkfluff, stay furry.
But don't eat each other. Don't.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Why not?
Don't eat each other.
TickTock.
Maintain the fluff.
Maintain the fluff. Cheetaro.
Hi to Spooky, and also just
Hi,
make sure that everybody is laughing, because, as I've always said, laughter's the best medicine, and the more people that are laughing, the world would be a better place.
Awesome. Ziggy.
Love always win. Keep faith. Pop goes the weasel. And 6-7.
Okay.
Oh no!
Thanks.
Oh my cow!
Thanks to the
I've been
staff.
trying to get him to stop that.
I know.
That is
Thank-
a no-no.
Thank
Mhm.
at Injured Nerves Podcast Network, and to all the furs out there, Moobarkfluff and Stay Furry. Taebyn, please say your goodbyes so we can move our lives along.
A long little doggy. And so Cheetaro mentioned Spooky, and of course another shout out to the Otter and all you furs. If you listen all the way to the end now, make sure to let us know who you are, either on the BFFT chat and on Telegram, or email, or the website, and then we'll give you a shout out for actually listening to all of our shenanigans. Oh, I don't know, that was a sound of shenanigans makes apparently. But also, of course, we do this for both us and you, and we hope you enjoy everything that we do here for you and everything. And so with that note, I guess I just say, can't wait to hug tight with Posies, Moobarkfluff, stay furry, bark bark.
Barely Furcasting is an Injured Nerd studio production and is found on all major podcast platforms. The Furcast is produced, recorded and directed by Barely Normal, aka Mike Began, and is edited by Barely and associate producer Rain Raccoon. Opening and closing theme was created for Injured Nerds Productions for the use on the podcast by Regday with Damian Tanuki. Other interstitial and background music is from Epidemic Sound. Podcast cover art provided by staff artist Buncubus. If you would like to send us a message, you can do so via email at bearlyfurcasting@gmail.com, or on our Telegram chat at BFFT chat, or on the bearlyfurcasting.com webpage. You can help support the show through donations at Buzzsprout or through Patreon at patreon.com/bearlyfurcasting. Be sure to check out our merch at bfft.dashery.com. Thanks for listening. We hope you return to listen again. Moobarkfluff everyone.